Record. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the training call with Soraya Goddard this evening. Supposedly, I am recording in my masterclass group. If I'm in the wrong group, I apologize in advance. We're going to be doing a recording, so if you registered for the webinar, then you're going to get the recording in your email as well. I'm going to put this in our team training so that I see Teresa. And she says, hi, yes, you are recording. Awesome. I'm going to have this in the back of the team training so that other people can jump in as well. So I'm not going to do a lot of talking because I want Soraya to give us some of her Instagram wisdom, because I've learned so much just watching her. That's her playground. That's where she fills up her daily method of operation is inside Instagram, and her DM is blowing up by simply talking about her products without being gross or slimy, or there's a way that you can do that without people thinking, oh, I need to block that person. And so I wanted her to show you how to show your products on social media, because right now people are looking for what we have to offer. So Soraya, I'm going to turn that to you.
Awesome. Hi, guys. Thank you so much. Whether you're on live or on the replay, I am so honored to have Angela, who is an exceptional network marketer and marketer in general, to have me here. If you don't know, Angela and I are dear friends, and she asked me to do this, not knowing that this week would be a little unusual. So forgive me in advance. I am drinking wine tonight. That's just who I am. That's what you get. Maybe you'll get more tips with wine. I don't know. But no, in all seriousness, I'm just honored to be here. Angela asked me to talk to you guys about how to make a product post. And so before I do that, I just want to introduce myself. I am Soraya Goddard, just like Angela said. And I want to share with you why I like Instagram and how I started using Instagram, because it's relevant to you. So how many of you guys can relate to this? You work a full-time job. I do. And you find yourself with maybe not enough time to build your business, and you want to meet new people, and you want to do it and have fun with it. If that resonates with any of you, I know how you feel, because that was me. So I'm going to tell you a little story of what led me to Instagram. First of all, I just liked using Instagram because I thought it was fun. I started using Instagram about 5 or 6 years ago, and I was terrible at it, like absolutely terrible at it. Nobody followed my account except for my relatives. My pictures were terrible. My content was terrible. Nobody, I mean, it was bad. It was bad all around. It wasn't making me any kind of money. And so I, in fact, went to my brother, who's a professional photographer, one day, and I said, hey, would you give me some, feedback on my Instagram account? And he looked at me and he said, do you want the truth? And I said, yes, I want the truth. And he said, I would never, ever, ever follow you. This looks like a bunch of spam. And I was like, oh, dear God. Okay. I am off the mark. And so that led me on a journey to figure out how to use Instagram to, number one, enjoy it, because if you're not going to enjoy it, you're not going to use it consistently. To number two, grow my audience. And number three, which is the most important, ultimately generate leads so I can make sales. What I mean by generating leads, if you're not familiar with what that means, is making a friend or making a connection online and have someone say, hey, I'd like more information about what you do or what you have to sell. And so fast forward through a lot of trial and error, literally 3 years of testing everything. I've taken every Instagram course that ever was on the market. I have hired coaches. I've done a lot of experimentation. I finally got to the point where Instagram is now my main source of leads. And so not only is it my main source of leads, but I make a ton of sales off Instagram, both in my network marketing company and also for just general courses and things that I sell. I got good enough at it that I ended up mentoring some of our amazing industry leaders. I mentored Ray Higdon in the beginning stages of his Instagram journey, people like Marina Simone, all sorts of really top network marketers. And so I've been very blessed to do that. I even was able to create a course on Instagram with Ray Higdon. So that's just a little background about me. Love Instagram. So my first thing that I want to start off with is, if you are here and you are queen of Facebook, and you grow your business like a champ on Facebook and you aren't really super good at Instagram and you don't like Instagram, this is not for you. Like, I'm just going to say right off the bat, this is not for you. If you are already growing your business successfully in one platform and you have no desire or time to learn a second, then you shouldn't. So I'm speaking to the people who are on Instagram, have the time to spend on Instagram, and it doesn't take a whole lot of time, but it does take consistency. So you consistently show up on Instagram and you have the desire to learn. That's who I'm speaking to tonight. So I want to share with you some wisdom about why product posts most of the time fail. How many of you guys have ever posted a picture of your product and it's just been crickets? And then you go and maybe you post a picture of your dog and it's 125 comments deep. Have you ever had that happen? And you think, I know that there are people out there selling on Instagram. I know that people are posting bottle pictures. They're posting pictures of their shakes. They're posting pictures of whatever they're selling, and they're making sales. How is that happening? I'm going to share with you guys a couple of the common issues, and then and share with you some tips on what you should be doing. Are you guys ready? Does that sound okay? And then at the end, stick around. Please stick around because I've got a surprise for you guys at the end. So let's just start with the common issues. Number one, you have to be consistent. You have to consistently use Instagram. And this is not only Instagram. I would give you the same advice if you are on Facebook, or if you are blogging, or if you are inviting people over the phone to home parties, or if you are texting people to home parties. It doesn't matter where you market your business. Where you show up consistently is where you will make the money. So number one, you have to show up consistently. So I would say the biggest issue with people not being able to grow on Instagram is not showing up consistently. You are showing up consistently. Then let's talk about issues with postings, and particularly product posts that will deter people from buying from you. Okay, let me see. I should have brought a prop with me. I'm going to pretend like I'm in a phone case network marketing company. Okay. So I'm in a phone case network marketing company, and I have a lovely, this is my work phone. It's like an iPhone 1. It's terrible. But I put a cute case on it because I wanted to protect it. So let's pretend I'm selling these lovely iPhone cases in my network marketing company. Most people will think that the best way to market your iPhone case is for me to put a super cute flat lay, a very cute styled picture of this iPhone case on Instagram, and voila, people will buy it. Like, it's that simple. I'm doing that. Why aren't people buying it? I know that this iPhone case is amazing. How come everybody else doesn't know that this iPhone case is amazing? Well, here's the problem. A couple things. Number one, that was probably a terrible example. Here's why. The problem when you do that with your network marketing product versus an iPhone case, you know very well what an iPhone case does. It protects your iPhone. Many of you have had the experience that you've dropped your iPhone and it's shattered on the ground and you're crying and you're like, damn, I wish I would have had a good case. A case is very easy to understand what it does. Your network marketing product, chances are people don't exactly know what it does. So the thing is that you know your product better than everybody else. I don't care if you're in makeup or oils or shakes or weight loss or supplements or credit repair. I don't care what your industry is. You know what your product does. You are emotionally attached to your product. And the person on the other end of your Instagram feed has no idea what the picture of your product does. So if you're holding a picture of your bottle or a picture of your shake or a picture of something, that carries no weight for the person on the other end with just the picture alone. Okay, so the first mistake that I see is that people think that the audience knows what your product does. And I want you to think really hard about your posts. How many times have you posted a picture of a bottle or your product? And if someone talks to you and has questions, the first thing they do is they go, hey, can you explain XYZ? Or how is this different from so-and-so shake or so-and-so's oil or so-and-so's weight loss program. How is this the same as the thing that I already have? So what you need to gather from all of that is that a common mistake is that you assume that people understand what the benefit of your product is, okay? People usually don't understand because they're focused on their kids and their job and their house and all the things, COVID and all the things that are going on right now in the world. They have no time to research what your product does, nor do they really care because it's not positioned as something that's going to bring them any benefit. Are you guys following me so far? So ultimately, the biggest mistake is to not share what the benefit of your product is, okay? The benefit of your product. Look, I have spent a lot of money on a lot of things. I don't care what's in it. I just want the results. I just want for my skin to be clearer. I just want for my pant size to go down. I just want to feel sexier in the way that I look. I just want to feel confident when I get inside a room or when I walk into a room of new people. Those are benefits. Has nothing to do with the ingredients. If you said that I had to drink a vial of, frog urine every day, but if I drank that frog urine every single day, it was going to make me, a size 2 for the rest of my life. Guess who's signing up for the frog urine auto ship? Me, right? Nobody cares what's in your product. The people inside your company care what's in your product. Already sold on the benefit. Now they can geek out about the science. So that's a really long explanation. I didn't plan on going all of that in depth. Ultimately, you can't assume that the person on Instagram knows what your product does. So your bottle picture or your protein picture or whatever it is that you're showing is just not going to do the selling. I'm going to give you some more common mistakes and then we'll get to what does sell. Number 2, people don't understand why your product is different than the thing that they can get at Target or on Amazon, okay? So you have to be very, very consistent in sharing the message about the benefit of your product, like I just talked about, and ultimately why your product is different than what they can already get online, why it's special, okay? And it's usually not because of the ingredients. You want to share stories. You want to share benefits of why your product is different than all the other products. Maybe it's the corporate culture that you have. Maybe it's your team culture. Maybe it's you and the mentorship that they get on how to use the product of you. But there's something that's different that makes your product unique, that makes all the other things that are kind of like but subpar ultimately the thing that they don't want. Now, people get into a little bit of danger here because they sometimes start to get preachy. You want to definitely make sure that you're not preaching at your audience because that's a surefire way for people not to follow you. Another mistake that I see is when people overhype their product. Oh my God, this protein shake is the best thing ever. I love it. I drink it every single day. It's amazing! Exclamation, exclamation, emoji, emoji. People, and unfortunately, when we don't have a connection with someone, like maybe if your sister was telling you that or your best friend was telling you that, you would put a little bit of weight into that kind of a statement. But if it's a stranger on the internet, you're just going to think, oh, that person is a diehard, and I really don't want to follow what they're saying because they are already converted. And oh, by the way, I'm looking for something that's going to help me. Regular people that are already, in the club or already drinking the Kool-Aid on that product. So just be careful of overhype. The next thing is that in order for people to trust your product recommendations, they have to trust you. They have to trust you. So the question then is, how do you build trust online on Instagram? Well, I've already given you one tip, which is to show up consistently. Second tip is you have to show all of you. You have to show all of you. Think about this for a second. If you don't know me and all I'm doing on Instagram is showing up with a product recommendation in every single solitary post that I make on Instagram, people are just going to think that I'm out for the sale, which there's nothing wrong with being out for the sale. Sales are amazing, but you are missing an opportunity to build trust. So what are the things that build trust? Number 1, being consistent. Number 2, being honest about things that you like and dislike. Number 3, showing all of your life, the good, the bad, the highs, the lows. And number 4, recommending things other than your network marketing products. So if there's books that you like, recommend those. If there's movies that you like, if there's products from other people's network marketing company, you should share those. People should know you and what you are all about, not just that you are the person who sells fill in the blank. You've got to be the trustworthy person. You've got to be the person that they are interested in. And oh, by the way, you happen to be recommending a lot of things to them, including your network marketing product. So the last thing that I would say, I could go on for probably 14 hours about mistakes that people try to make when they are posting about their products and network marketing, or their network marketing products on Instagram. But the last thing that I would highlight is that if you are trying to close the sale on an individual Instagram post, whether that's a post in your feed or whether that's in your stories, you're going too far. You've got to learn to generate a lead. Generate a lead. What I mean by that is that all you need to do on Instagram. So what you want to do is, out of all the people that are following you and all the people that may be eventually following you, you want to share information that is enticing. You want to tell about how you use your products. You want to demonstrate how you use your products in the context of your life. And then you want to give what we call a call to action. And that call to action is going to be something like, hey guys, like this, again, a lame example, but just go with it. I'm going to share with you a story so that I can demonstrate what a call to action is. Hey guys, today was what is today? Thursday. Today was a really rough day. I don't even know what day it is anymore. Today was a really rough Wednesday. It started off that I went outside to go to work and it was pouring rain and I dropped my purse and I spilled my coffee all over the sidewalk. And because I was running late, I had to continue and pick up my purse and pick up my empty coffee cup, my now empty coffee cup, and I had to grab that and get in the car. And it wasn't until I was already into work that I realized that when I did that, my phone that I thought was in my purse had somehow hit the sidewalk at the same time. And I didn't have a case on it. And so ultimately I had to buy a new iPhone, and that was $1,000. You know how expensive iPhones are. So after I went and got my new iPhone at the Apple Store, which was a 4-hour wait, I realized I needed a new case, because who has time to do all that? Who has time to take off work, go get a new iPhone, spend another $1,000, all that stuff, when I could have just bought this $14 case to begin with. Oh, by the way, it's super cute. Now I can drop my phone all day long. It doesn't really make a difference. I'm never going to have to deal with that again. If you're curious about this amazing new case that I got, it was super cheap and it is guaranteed to be able to drop from a 4-story building without shattering your iPhone. So it's amazing. Just reach out. Happy to share with you this specific case, right? That's obviously a really dumb example, but you get my drift, right? I told a story. I talked about the benefits of my product and the pain that it saved me from. And then I gave hey guys, if you want to know what case I use or where to get this super cute case that I got, reach out to me. That's a call to action. And so you should be sharing things that are in and around your daily life, tips, knowledge, things that you love that are besides your network marketing product. But when you want to promote your network marketing product, you should always be promoting with a call to action at the end so that people can reach out to you. Then once you know that they're interested, it's not a guaranteed sale, but they're going to reach out to you for some more information. Then you can figure out in a conversation whether or not you can help them, and you can narrow it down. Do they want a blue iPhone case? Do they want the extra padded iPhone case or whatever? Do they want the this package or the that package? What are the problems that they are dealing with, and how can you help them with their problems? Because ultimately, sales are about how you can help someone else solve a problem. It's not about how you can just show pictures of your product and have people buy that. Like, you aren't Amazon, right? You're a living, breathing person. You have the ability to solve problems for people in a way that an Amazon can't. And you can pinpoint that in a conversation and then lead someone to a product or a package to sell. So those are just some common things. Some tips, I think I've touched on most of them in these kind of stories, but you can tell stories about your life and how your product makes your life better. You can show your face a lot, right? Just get rid of your product photos. You don't need to buy stock photos of your product. You should be demonstrating how you how you use your product in your daily life. And then ultimately tell stories about you and the benefits of your product. So if I have a product that gives me clear skin, show products of your face, not the bottle. If you have a product that makes you blissfully peaceful at the end of the day, show a picture of you blissfully peaceful at the end of the day. If you have a product that helps you lose weight and keep it off, show how you haven't fluctuated dress sizes for the last 4 years that you've been on it. Those are the things that people want to see, not the bottle of the thing that you're selling. So I would highly recommend that you make kind of tweak that, play around with it. And then just have patience. Have patience, give yourself some grace. It doesn't take 4 years to learn Instagram, but it does take a little bit of experimentation. And if you make a post and it kind of bombs and nobody, really responds to it, no big deal. Just make another one. So anyways, I hope that those tips helped. Happy to take questions, happy to expand. Angela, if you have any other things you should like me to talk about, but those are some things that I've learned and that I think everybody can implement on how to sell your product better.
I think that's an amazing example. I can't turn my video back on because I guess I made you a host instead of co-host. But
Oh, shoot.
But some of the things that I think people forget the most is that we're not billboards, and that's a perfect example. Especially what you do in the morning. You're on your Peloton bike most of the time when you're not trying to work 12-hour days.
Yeah, when I'm not fighting a global pandemic.
Right. And then you're showing people how you're filling your diffuser and, doing your rollerball and just simple things that people aren't doing, and they just want to post a meme or a graphic that everybody
like a
else
buy one,
is using.
get one graphic.
Yeah. And they do nothing.
Nobody cares about your buy one, get one graphic. If there's anything, stop posting company graphics. Stop posting graphics from your upline. I have never in 4 years made a sale from a company graphic.
Never. And you won't in 4 more years either. So,
nope.
But
this isn't going to happen.
If anybody could explain how to do Instagram, you could, because I love to watch your Instagrams. They're fun.
Thank you.
I am not on there as much as I used to. And I'm a LinkedIn girl, but I still hang out on Instagram because that's where my people are. So that was something that I wanted everybody to understand is you get to be you. Actually, I had a conversation. She wants to know what your Instagram.
Oh, at Soraya Goddard. Here, I'll type it in. And I don't have any stories there right now. I'll tell you guys. Actually, I'll type out the whole URL. So I'm actually in the Army and as my full-time job, my career, and I run 2 health clinics in the DC area. And so as you can imagine, it is absolute insanity and has been for about 10 days now. So I haven't posted a whole lot on Instagram, but here's the thing. I have 4 years of daily posting on at least stories and a lot of posting in my feed and a lot of IGTV, which by the way, IGTV is super hot right now. So my audience will still be there. And here's the thing, if you go and follow me, you will see I don't have 10,000 followers. You do not need 10,000 followers to sell on Instagram. You can build an empire with 1,000 very engaged followers. That is all you need. Now, I'm not saying that you have to have 1,000 followers to make a sale. You can make a sale with 2 followers. So you can make sales at any growth level that you're at, beginner, doesn't matter. But you can build an empire with very few followers. And so please don't be discouraged if you see people in your uplines that have 50,000 followers and you're like, well, it's so easy because that person can do it. Nope, you can be there too. And the reason why they have 50,000 followers is because more than half of those followers are in their downline. So don't be discouraged by that. And I'm sorry, I'm just kind of going off and remembering things. The other thing I want to remind people of is that when your upline posts buy one, get one things or post company graphics, they are marketing to their downline on Instagram.
Yeah.
They're not enrolling new people from that. They're marketing to their own downline. So they're showing you, because their downline is following them on Instagram, that there's a sale going on. So please don't mistake that for what is good to market to cold market, AKA people who aren't already following you or haven't already joined your deal. Does that make sense, guys? Please remember
Absolutely.
that, because my uplines, I love them to death. They post buy one, get one graphics and company graphics and all that kind of stuff all the time. The only people that they're getting to is their own downline, which is valuable when you have a big team. It is very valuable when you have a big team, because if your team is watching that and they're reminded to make sales, great. But if you're looking to get new people into your team, that is a terrible marketing strategy.
That is the truth. And I see so many people, they'll post a graphic, and especially on Facebook, and they'll get crickets. And they're going, but I just did what my upline did.
I just saw Purple Royal Diamond Extraordinaire,
Yeah.
top leader do
Like
this. How come it's not
250.
working for me?
Yep.
Because they have 50,000 followers, but 45,000 followers of those are in their downline.
Yep. I
So,
just had a conversation with a fella today. He was disappointed because he had a follower send him a message and told him that he didn't need to be putting his personal stuff on his page. Now, this is not a customer. He's not in his team, but yet he had free advice to tell him what to do with his page. And I told him, I said, just ignore him, block him, remove him. But he was like, I guess I need to have a business page that's just about my business. And I'm like, no, people love
no.
you because of who you are and what you share. He's a photographer, so he shows, does all of his photography. And then this one particular person bothered him all day long. And I'm like, don't let people get in your space, because you're going to have haters, and somebody who's never done anything give you such amazing advice. So,
That brings up a good topic. So, for some reason, and I did it too, so let me be very, very open and honest. I created a separate product account, and it was the worst decision I've ever made.
yeah.
And now I don't do anything with it. And it was a lot of effort and very little payoff. So I never recommend that. What I recommend is you showing up as yourself. And you are a person that likes to do things, show those things. You are a person who has likes and dislikes. Be very clear about those likes and dislikes. You are a person who uses your products as your day goes on. So just document your day, including the use of your products, and people will start to like you and know you and trust you and understand that you use your products for a reason. Now, again, I mentioned earlier, you shouldn't only show your products. Show the things you're cooking, show the things that you're frustrated with, show the clothes that you buy, whatever it is that you're into, and also show the way that you use your products, and talk about the benefits of your products and give a call to action, and people will start to reach out to you.
I think that is huge. That is so huge.
For
I know
sure.
you are tired. I know you want to go and drink your wine that you haven't even taken a sip of, and go
I've
hang
taken a
out with
couple.
Miss Olive.
Mhm.
So thank you
But
so
see, everybody knows Olive because I show my dog on my Instagram. Show your dog, show your kids, show your pets,
Yeah,
all of that. Show all of
absolutely.
that. Sorry, I
'Cause
didn't mean to cut you off, but
no,
I could talk about this stuff forever.
that's our babies. We have to incorporate that. That's who we are, and you bring all of you to your business, not just your product. And I think that's where a lot of people mess up on social media, is they think that their personal life doesn't count when that's your brand. So
Absolutely. Can I share with your followers and your team something special for them?
yes, and you can
Okay.
type that in here if you wanted to.
Yeah, absolutely. So, hey guys, Angela and I are dear friends, and so I'm doing something a little bit crazy just for people who are either coaching clients of hers or in her groups or on her team. So I do have an Instagram course. I don't care if you buy it or not. If you want to level up on your Instagram and you'd like a little help to do that, I'd love to be able to help you to do that. But I want to give you guys a discount because Angela is awesome and you know Angela, and so that means you're awesome. So I put a coupon code for those of you who would like to grab my Instagram course. This is the same Instagram course that has helped multiple 6- and 7-figure earners. You will see some big time names when you get inside the Facebook group. This has helped them level up. I know it has helped them. I know it can help you. In fact, I've had people go through this Instagram course and then start their own Instagram businesses helping other people. So I promise you that it is worth it. I think it's over 12 hours of content now, and I'm actually putting more content every single month in there as things change and evolve. I just recorded a thing on how to do Instagram stories, Instagram story ideas. So 20 Instagram story ideas. And then I did a module that was Instagram trends for 2020. All of that is in there plus more. I'm actually going to record, or excuse me, to add in a specific 1.5-hour training on product posts, going way more in depth on the stuff that I just talked to you guys about, and that'll be in there by tomorrow. So there is so much content. You will be an expert by the time you get through this course. Long story short, I'm giving you $100 off the course. It is normally $297, and only until Sunday. So Sunday the 22nd at midnight, this expires. Giving you $100 off the course, which is a steal. It will never be this cheap again. And the code is Angela, all caps. And Angela, all caps. So I'll share that with you guys here in the comments. Let's see, it is www.SorayaGoddard.
That's powerful.
.com/Instagram. Go in there. This is the paid in full plan. There is a like a payment plan, but I didn't do a coupon code off that. This is for the paid in full plan. $100 off that. It's instant access, and you'll have all of that. And you can spend your quarantine learning Instagram.
Absolutely, the best way to be quarantined is to educate yourself. You can't be on social media all the time. So I've been podcasting and all kind of things.
I'm gonna take some Instagram stories of us right now too. So this is us. This is Angela and her amazing group and teammates. And we are going over some Instagram training on how not to be a spammer on Instagram and how to actually make sales on your product posts.
And that's
This is Angela
and that's what she does. And that's it. That easy. That's easy.
That easy. Awesome. Thank you so much for having me.
You're welcome. Well, I'm glad that I got you out of the hospital for a little bit early.
I told everyone, I was like, guys, I have a super important meeting and a telephone conference that I have to